Bound by Sin. Chapter 1, The Encounter. A chance meeting. The night air was thick with tension as she wandered through the dimly lit streets, the echoes of her heels reverberating off the cobblestones. It was a chance meeting that would change everything, an encounter wrapped in shadows and secrets. As she turned a corner, her heart raced at the sight of him, dark, enigmatic, and utterly captivating, standing under the flickering glow of a street lamp. His piercing gaze met hers, and in that moment, time seemed to stand still. She felt an inexplicable pull towards him, as though their destinies were intertwined by something far more profound than mere coincidence. The world around them faded away, leaving only the heavy silence and the electric charge that danced between them. They exchanged tentative smiles, a silent acknowledgement of the danger that lingered in the air. She could sense his dark past, a shadow that loomed just behind his charming facade. Yet, the thrill of the unknown was intoxicating. She was drawn to him like a moth to a flame, despite the warnings that echoed in her mind. As they spoke, the chemistry between them ignited, each word laced with unspoken desires. He leaned closer, his voice a low whisper that sent shivers down her spine. In that chance meeting, she discovered a side of herself she never knew existed, a yearning for adventure, for the thrill of the forbidden, and for a love that could either save her or consume her whole. When they parted ways, the cool night air felt heavier, charged with the promise of what was to come. She knew this was more than just a fleeting encounter. It was the beginning of a dark romance that would pull them both into a world of passion and peril. Little did she know, this chance meeting was merely the first step on a treacherous path that would bind them together in ways they could never have imagined. The mysterious stranger. The air crackled with tension as the mysterious stranger stepped into the dimly lit room, every eye drawn to their presence. Cloaked in shadows, their face remained obscured, yet an undeniable aura of danger surrounded them. Whispers filled the space, each guest speculating about the stranger's origins and intentions. The atmosphere grew thick with intrigue, a palpable energy weaving through the crowd as curiosity morphed into a collective yearning to uncover the unknown. As the stranger approached the bar, a subtle grace accompanied their every movement. The bartender, clearly intimidated, fumbled with the glasses, while the other patrons leaned in, eager to catch every word. With a voice that echoed like silken thunder, they ordered a drink, sending shivers down spines. The tension heightened, and an unspoken challenge lingered in the air, daring anyone to venture closer and uncover the secrets that lay hidden beneath the surface. Among the onlookers was a woman, her heart racing as she felt an inexplicable pull towards the stranger. Drawn by a magnetic force, she found herself inching closer, her curiosity battling against the warnings in her mind. The stranger's eyes, though shadowed, glinted with mischief and a hint of sorrow, igniting a flame of desire within her. She could sense that this encounter would lead her down a path fraught with peril and passion, one that would bind them together in ways she could hardly fathom. As the night wore on, the connection between them deepened, marked by stolen glances and electric touches. Each brush of their hands sent jolts of awareness through her body, a thrilling reminder of the danger that accompanied such intimacy. The stranger's enigmatic smile hinted at dark secrets, promising a romance that was both intoxicating and terrifying. With every shared laugh and lingering gaze, she felt herself slipping further into a world where love and sin intertwined in a dance as old as time itself. The evening culminated in a moment that would forever change the course of their lives. With a whisper that seemed to weave itself into the very fabric of the night, the stranger extended an invitation that brimmed with temptation. "Come with me," they said, their voice low and compelling. In that instant, she understood she was standing at the precipice of a choice that would lead her into a realm of darkness and desire, a journey bound by sin and longing, forever altered by the mysterious stranger who had captivated her heart. Chapter 2, Unraveling Desires. Forbidden Thoughts. In the dim light of her room, the whispers of forbidden thoughts danced like shadows on the walls. Each flicker of the candle mirrored the tumult within her heart, a chaotic mix of longing and despair. She knew she was treading dangerous ground, yet the allure of the unknown beckoned her closer, wrapping her in its intoxicating embrace. The thrill of contemplating what should not be was both exhilarating and terrifying, making her pulse race with every passing moment. Across town, he too was ensnared by similar musings. His mind was a tempest of desires that society deemed unacceptable, and yet, in the quiet corners of his soul, those very thoughts gave him life. He was captivated by the idea of breaking free from the chains of convention, of indulging in a romance that would leave them both marked by sin. The darkness that surrounded him felt like a sanctuary, a place where he could explore the depths of his passion without fear of judgment. As their paths began to intertwine, the weight of their forbidden thoughts grew heavier, pulling them towards an inevitable collision. They were drawn to each other like moths to a flame, each meeting igniting the spark of rebellion that lay dormant in their hearts. Every stolen glance and secret smile was a declaration of war against the world that sought to confine them. In their shared solitude, they found solace, a refuge where their desires could roam free. Yet, with every moment spent together, the stakes escalated. They were fully aware of the consequences that awaited them should their secrets come to light, but the thrill of the chase was too intoxicating to resist. Their hearts danced on the edge of a blade, teetering between ecstasy and ruin. Each encounter was a test of their strength, a challenge that pushed them further into the depths of their own forbidden fantasies. In this tangled web of passion and peril, they discovered that love, in its darkest form, was as beautiful as it was dangerous. Bound by sin, they embraced their forbidden thoughts, knowing that in the end, it was the very essence of their connection that would define them. Every stolen moment became a treasured secret, a testament to the power of love that defies all norms. In the shadows, they found not just desire, but a profound understanding of what it meant to truly live, even if it was laced with darkness. The allure of danger. The allure of danger has a magnetic pull, drawing individuals towards the thrill of the unknown. In the realm of dark romance, this dangerous attraction becomes even more potent, as characters find themselves entwined in perilous situations that ignite their deepest desires. The excitement of the forbidden creates a tantalizing tension, where every glance and touch can send shivers down the spine, awakening a longing that is both exhilarating and terrifying. As protagonists navigate their tumultuous relationships, the danger often serves as a catalyst for growth and self-discovery. They are compelled to confront their fears, challenging the very boundaries of their existence. The seductive nature of risk transforms mundane moments into heart-stopping experiences, where love and danger dance dangerously close, often resulting in a passionate embrace that can either save or destroy them. In these narratives, darkness becomes a character in its own right, whispering secrets and enticing lovers into the depths of their desires. It is within this shadowy realm that characters confront their inner demons, leading to moments of raw vulnerability. The intensity of their emotions is magnified by the presence of danger, creating an intoxicating blend of love and fear that leaves readers breathless, eager to uncover what lies ahead. The thrill of danger also introduces an element of unpredictability, making every encounter feel charged with possibility. Each twist and turn can lead to unexpected revelations, as characters are forced to make choices that test their morals and desires. This unpredictability not only captivates the characters, but also ensnares the reader, leaving them at the edge of their seats, anticipating the next heart-pounding moment. Ultimately, the allure of danger in dark romance serves as a reminder of the fine line between love and chaos. It challenges the notion of safety, suggesting that sometimes, the most profound connections can only be forged in the fires of risk. As characters embrace the perilous journey of their hearts, they remind us that love, in all its forms, is worth the risk, even when it leads us into the shadows. Chapter 3: Secrets and Lies. A hidden past. In the dim light of the old library, secrets whispered through the dusty pages of forgotten tomes. Each book seemed to hold a fragment of a story long buried, much like the memories of those who had once roamed these halls. A sense of melancholy enveloped the room, as if the very walls mourned the tales they could no longer tell. It was here that Elena first stumbled upon a hint of her family's hidden past, an enigma waiting to be unraveled. The discovery of a tattered journal ignited a spark of curiosity within her. Its pages were filled with the elegant script of her ancestor, detailing a love affair shrouded in shadows and betrayal. As she read, Elena felt the weight of her lineage pressing down upon her, intertwining her fate with that of the forbidden romance that had transpired decades earlier. The thrill of uncovering the truth was intoxicating, yet it came with an undeniable sense of dread. Elena soon realized that her family's history was not merely a tale of passion, it was a labyrinth of dark secrets and unspoken sins. The deeper she delved, the more she uncovered the lengths to which her ancestors had gone to protect their legacy. Each revelation left her breathless, igniting a fire within her to confront the ghosts of her past. The stories she unearthed were not just echoes of love, they were echoes of pain, loss, and sacrifice. As Elena pieced together the fragmented narratives, she began to see parallels between her life and that of her forebears. Their struggles mirrored her own tumultuous relationship with Victor, the enigmatic man who held her heart captive. The notion that love could blossom amidst darkness resonated deeply within her, urging her to embrace the complexities of her own desires. With every turn of the page, she felt the boundaries of love and sin blur, pulling her deeper into a world where nothing was as it seemed. With newfound resolve, Elena decided that she could no longer run from her family's past. It was time to confront the shadows that had loomed over her life, and to embrace the darkness, as part of her identity. In doing so, she not only sought to honor her ancestors, but also to forge her own path in a world where love and sin were forever intertwined. The journey ahead promised to be fraught with challenges, but Elena was ready to face them, armed with the knowledge of a hidden past that bound her to a destiny she was only beginning to understand. The web of deceit. In the heart of a city shrouded in secrets, the web of deceit began to weave itself around the lives of those who dared to tread its treacherous paths. Each character, entangled in their own shadows, played a role in a dark romance that was as intoxicating as it was dangerous. The allure of hidden truths and whispered lies drew them closer, yet the very fabric of their connections threatened to unravel at any moment. The deeper they delved, the more they realized that trust was a fragile illusion in this seductive game of manipulation and desire. As the protagonists navigated their complex relationships, the stakes grew higher, and the consequences more dire. What began as a tantalizing dance of seduction soon spiraled into a perilous struggle for power and control. Each encounter was laced with tension, a magnetic push and pull that left them breathless, but also wary of the hidden daggers behind sweet words. The allure of betrayal lingered in the air, enticing them with its siren song, while the darkness of their pasts threatened to resurface at the most inopportune moments. Yet, amidst the chaos, there were glimmers of hope and redemption. Characters found solace in unexpected alliances, their shared experiences binding them even tighter in this web of deceit. They discovered that vulnerability could be both a weakness and a strength, as they learned to navigate their tangled emotions. With each secret unveiled, they were forced to confront the reality of their choices, leading to profound transformations that challenged their perceptions of love and loyalty. The web of deceit also served as a mirror, reflecting the characters' innermost fears and desires. With every twist and turn, they confronted the lies they told themselves, unearthing buried truths that had long been hidden. This journey through darkness became a catalyst for self-discovery, pushing them to embrace their flaws and imperfections. In the midst of betrayal, they began to understand that love, in its most raw form, could be a powerful force for healing and change. Ultimately, the web of deceit bound by sin reveals the intricate dance between love and betrayal, trust and doubt. The characters' journeys are a testament to the complexities of the human heart, showcasing how even the most tangled relationships can lead to profound connections. As they emerge from the shadows, the question remains, can love truly conquer all, or will the web they've woven ensnare them in its grip forever? Chapter 4, Temptation's Grip. The first kiss. The air crackled with tension, an unspoken promise hanging between them like the delicate strands of a spider's web. She could feel his breath on her skin, warm and tantalizing, igniting a fire within her that she had long thought extinguished. It was a moment suspended in time, where the world around them faded, leaving only the intoxicating pool of desire that drew them closer with every heartbeat. As their lips finally met, it was as if the very essence of the universe collided in that singular moment. It was a kiss that spoke of forbidden passions and dark secrets, a mingling of souls that sent shivers down her spine. She surrendered to the heat of his mouth, the taste of danger lingering like a sweet poison, wrapping her in a cocoon of bliss that felt both exhilarating and terrifying. He held her tightly, his hands roaming possessively, as if he were claiming her for his own. In that embrace, she felt alive, her heart racing in rhythm with the chaotic storm brewing within her. It was a dance of shadows, each brush of their lips a reminder of the boundaries they were crossing, the lines they were willing to blur in the name of love. But amidst the thrill, a flicker of doubt crept in, gnawing at the edges of her mind. What would this kiss mean for them? Was it merely a fleeting moment, or the beginning of something that could consume them both? The darkness that surrounded their connection loomed large, threatening to smother the light of their burgeoning romance, yet she couldn't bring herself to pull away. The thrill of the unknown was far too enticing. As they finally pulled apart, breathless and wide-eyed, the reality of their situation crashed down on her like a wave. This first kiss was a turning point, a reckless plunge into a world where love and danger intertwined. She knew there was no turning back now. They were bound by something deeper than mere attraction, caught in a web of sin that promised both ecstasy and heartbreak. Dance with the devil. In the shadowy corners of a city that never sleeps, the air crackles with tension and unspoken desires. Here, in this realm where the light often fears to tread, two souls find themselves drawn together by a magnetic force that defies logic. The dance begins, a seductive waltz between danger and desire, where every step could lead to salvation or ruin. As their bodies move in sync, the thrill of the unknown envelops them, igniting a fire that neither can extinguish. She is a tempest, wild and unyielding, with a past shrouded in secrets that linger like ghosts. He, a dark knight cloaked in mystery, holds the power to ruin her or save her from herself. Each glance exchanged is a silent promise, a dare to delve deeper into the abyss. Their laughter intertwines with the muffled sounds of the city, creating a symphony of chaos and passion that pulls them closer into the fray of their own making. As the night unfolds, the stakes grow higher. Every twirl brings them closer to the edge, where pleasure and pain coexist in a delicate balance. The thrill of the dance morphs into a perilous game, where trust is both a weapon and a vulnerability. Shadows loom over them, whispering of past mistakes and future consequences, yet the allure of the dance is too intoxicating to resist. With each heartbeat, they navigate the fine line between ecstasy and despair. The world around them fades, leaving only the intoxicating rhythm of their connection. In this dance with the devil, they discover the haunting beauty of surrender, where losing oneself becomes a form of liberation. Yet, the question lingers, can they emerge unscathed from this passionate entanglement, or will they be forever bound by the sins they willingly embrace? As dawn approaches, the glow of the sun threatens to unveil their secrets. The dance may come to an end, but the marks it leaves behind are indelible. In the aftermath, they stand at a crossroads, contemplating the choices that brought them together and the paths that lie ahead. The dance with the devil may have changed them irrevocably, but in that fleeting moment, they tasted the bittersweet essence of what it means to truly live, even in the darkest of places. Chapter 5, Bound by Attraction. The Pull of Fate. In the shadows of desire, fate weaves its intricate tapestry, binding souls together in a dance of passion and peril. The allure of the forbidden pulls them closer, each glance charged with unspoken words and hidden intentions. It is in these moments of stolen breath and lingering touches that the magnetic force of fate reveals itself, pulling the characters into a whirlwind of emotions they never anticipated. As the protagonists navigate their tumultuous relationship, they find themselves grappling with the weight of destiny. The pull of fate is not merely a whisper, it is a shout, a siren call that beckons them to explore the depths of their desires. They are drawn together by an invisible thread, each encounter igniting a fire that threatens to consume them whole. Yet, the path paved by fate is fraught with challenges. Dark secrets lurk in the corners of their hearts, threatening to unravel the delicate bond they share. The struggle between love and loyalty becomes an ever-present specter, casting a shadow over their passionate connection. Will they succumb to the darkness, or will the light of their love triumph against all odds? In the throes of passion, every choice becomes a matter of fate. The characters must confront their innermost fears and desires, testing the limits of their devotion. Each decision reverberates through their lives, shaping the course of their entwined destinies. The pull of fate is relentless, urging them to embrace their true selves amidst the chaos. Ultimately, they are left to ponder whether they are mere puppets of fate, or the architects of their own love story. In a world where sin and redemption intertwine, the boundaries blur, and the heart's longing takes precedence. The pull of fate is a powerful force, one that challenges them to rise above their circumstances, and seize the love that was always meant to be. Surrendering control. In the dimly lit room, shadows danced across the walls, mirroring the turmoil within. Surrendering control is not merely an act of weakness. It is a tantalizing invitation to explore the depths of desire. The thrill of relinquishing power can be intoxicating, drawing one closer to the edge of their own limits. With every heartbeat, the stakes rise, and the allure of submission becomes impossible to resist. Each moment spent in the embrace of another's will is a lesson in trust and vulnerability. The air thickens with unspoken promises, as hearts race and breath quickens. When one surrenders, they discover an exhilarating freedom that comes from letting go of the burdens that weigh them down. It is in this surrender that true connections are forged, revealing the raw, unfiltered essence of passion. The dance of dominance and submission unfolds like a carefully choreographed ballet, where every movement is laden with meaning. The masterful touch of a hand can ignite a fire within, awakening desires long buried. In this realm, control is a double-edged sword, where pleasure and pain intertwine, creating a beautiful paradox that captivates the soul. For those daring enough to traverse this path, the rewards can be profound. It is not just about relinquishing control, but rather about embracing the journey of self-discovery. Each experience serves as a stepping stone into a world where boundaries blur, and the heart learns to beat in sync with another's rhythm. In surrendering, one finds strength they never knew existed. As the night deepens, the line between control and surrender continues to blur, creating an intoxicating atmosphere thick with anticipation. The thrill of the unknown beckons, inviting participants to explore their deepest desires. Surrendering control becomes an act of liberation, a passionate dance that reveals the beauty of vulnerability and the power of connection. In this realm, darkness becomes a canvas for the most exquisite forms of love, painting a picture that is both haunting and beautiful. Chapter 6: The Dark Side. Embracing the shadows. In the depths of the human soul, shadows lurk, waiting for the moment to emerge. Embracing these shadows is not a sign of weakness, but rather an acknowledgement of the complexity of our desires. For those entwined in the throes of dark romance, these shadows become a canvas for exploration, painting a vivid tapestry of passion intertwined with pain. The allure of the forbidden beckons, drawing lovers into a realm where the light is dimmed, yet the heart beats fiercely. Within the embrace of darkness, characters discover their true selves. The thrill of surrendering to the unknown ignites a fire that cannot be extinguished. Each encounter, fraught with tension and desire, becomes a dance on the edge of a blade, where love and danger intertwine. In these moments, the shadows whisper secrets of longing and lust, urging them to delve deeper into the abyss of their emotions. As they navigate the labyrinth of their hearts, the protagonists confront their fears and insecurities. The shadows serve as mirrors, reflecting their innermost thoughts and desires. This journey is not merely about romance, it is a quest for self-discovery. The darker aspects of their personalities emerge, revealing hidden strengths and vulnerabilities that shape their relationships in unexpected ways. In this world, love is not always gentle. It can be fierce, tumultuous, and even destructive. Yet, it is in this chaos that the characters find solace. The acceptance of their shadows brings them closer, forging bonds that are unbreakable. Together, they learn that embracing the darker facets of love can lead to profound connections that transcend the ordinary, inviting them to experience passion in its rawest form. Ultimately, embracing the shadows is about reclaiming power. It is a declaration that one is unafraid to explore the depths of their desires, no matter how dark they may seem. This acceptance paves the way for a love that is both exhilarating and terrifying, yet undeniably real. In the realm of dark romance, it is in the shadows that the most compelling stories are born, captivating readers, and inviting them to join the dance of light and dark. The price of passion. In the shadows of desire, passion often comes with a price that few are willing to pay. The heart races, intoxicated by the thrill of forbidden love, while the mind grapples with the consequences lurking just around the corner. It is in these moments that boundaries blur, and the allure of darkness becomes irresistible. Every stolen kiss and secret rendezvous carries the weight of a decision that could alter destinies forever. The thrill of passion ignites a fire within, yet it dances perilously close to the edge of despair. As our protagonists navigate the treacherous waters of their feelings, they find themselves ensnared in a web of longing and regret. Each moment spent together is both a blessing and a curse, as they wrestle with the reality of their choices. The price of passion is not merely emotional, it often demands sacrifices that test the very fabric of their beings. Relationships built on intensity can burn bright yet leave nothing but ashes in their wake. The line between love and obsession blurs, leading to a tumultuous journey filled with ecstasy and pain. Yet, amidst the chaos, there lies a strange beauty in their struggles. The rawness of their emotions enhances their connection, forging a bond that transcends the ordinary. With every challenge they face, their passion deepens, creating an intoxicating mix of joy and heartache. The moments of tenderness become sacred, as they learn to cherish the fleeting joys amidst the turmoil. It is a dance of two souls intertwining, each step forward met with the haunting specter of what could be lost. The allure of passion often beckons like a siren's call, drawing them closer even as the dangers intensify. They are aware of the potential fallout, yet the thrill is too exhilarating to resist. As secrets unfold and truths are revealed, they must confront the reality of their choices. The darker aspects of their desires emerge, challenging their perceptions of love and loyalty. Throughout it all, the question lingers: how much are they willing to sacrifice for a taste of the forbidden? In this tale of love, loss, and the pursuit of desire, the characters must ultimately decide if the price of their passion is worth the cost. The journey is fraught with peril, yet it is also rich with lessons about sacrifice and the nature of true connection. They discover that passion is a double-edged sword, capable of both healing and destruction. In the end, they are left to ponder whether the fire that fuels their love will ultimately consume them, or if it will be the very thing that sets them free. Chapter 7: Love in Chaos. Turmoil and Turbulence. In the heart of a city that thrummed with secrets, turmoil and turbulence danced beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to erupt. The air was thick with unspoken desires and hidden fears, as lovers entwined in a passionate embrace found solace in each other's chaos. Their hearts raced, not just from the thrill of their forbidden romance, but from the uncertainty that surrounded them like a storm waiting to break. Every glance exchanged was electric, every touch igniting a fire that threatened to consume them whole. As the night deepened, shadows lengthened, and the world outside faded into a blur of noise and lights. Within the confines of their private sanctuary, two souls forged a bond that was as intoxicating as it was dangerous. The turbulence of their pasts intertwined, creating a tapestry woven from pain and longing. Each whispered confession became a thread that bound them tighter, a promise that they were willing to face the storms together, no matter how fierce. Yet, the very passion that brought them together also threatened to tear them apart. Turmoil brewed not only within their hearts, but also from the external forces that sought to keep them apart. Jealousy, betrayal, and the weight of their own demons loomed over them, casting a shadow on their fleeting moments of bliss. They were caught in a whirlwind of emotions, where love was both a sanctuary and a battlefield, making every stolen kiss feel like a small victory in a war neither of them had anticipated. As the dawn approached, the chaos of their world began to seep into their haven. The reality of their circumstances bled into their romantic bubble, reminding them that the life they craved was fraught with peril. Would they be able to weather the storms together, or would the turbulence of their lives prove too great a challenge? Each decision weighed heavily on their hearts, as they grappled with the choices that could either solidify their bond or shatter it completely. Ultimately, the tumult of their existence became the backdrop against which their love story unfolded. It was a tale of two souls navigating the treacherous waters of desire and despair, where every moment was laced with uncertainty and passion. In the end, the turmoil and turbulence of their lives would either lead them to salvation or doom, but one thing was certain: their hearts would never be the same, forever changed by the chaos they dared to embrace. Moments of bliss. In the depths of despair, where shadows intertwine with the light, moments of bliss emerge like rare jewels. It is within these fleeting instances that two souls, bound by sin, find solace amidst chaos. The darkness that envelops their existence seems to fade, if only for a heartbeat, as they connect in a way that transcends the ordinary. Laughter dances on their lips, and the weight of the world is momentarily lifted, leaving only the intoxicating sweetness of shared joy. These moments are not without their complexities. They are laced with the bittersweet taste of longing and unfulfilled desires. Every stolen glance and whispered secret fuels the fire that burns between them, igniting a passion that is both thrilling and terrifying. The contrast of their dark reality against the light of these brief encounters creates a tapestry of emotions that is as beautiful as it is tragic. It's a dance on the edge of a knife, where each heartbeat echoes the potential for both love and loss. As they steal away to hidden corners, time seems to stand still. The world outside fades into a distant murmur, leaving only the two of them cocooned in their shared bliss. It is in these precious moments that they allow themselves to dream, to imagine a future unshackled by their pasts. The laughter that rings out is a defiant declaration of their humanity, a reminder that joy can exist even in the most desolate of places. Yet, the shadows loom ever closer, reminding them that such bliss is ephemeral. Each moment savored is tinged with the knowledge that it must end, that reality will come crashing back in. But for now, they cling to each other, drawing strength from their connection, knowing that even the darkest tales can hold glimmers of hope. In the embrace of their shared secrets, they find a sanctuary, however fleeting it may be. These moments of bliss, however transient, are the threads that bind their hearts together, weaving a narrative that is both dark and beautiful. Each laugh shared, every secret whispered, becomes a testament to their resilience against the odds. And as they navigate the tumultuous waters of their existence, they learn that even in a world marked by sin, love can be a refuge, a place where joy blossoms amidst the ruins. They are bound not just by their sins, but by the light they find in each other, however brief it may be. Chapter 8: Reckless Decisions. Crossing the Line. In the heart of darkness, where desires intertwine with danger, crossing the line becomes an inevitable dance. Each character in this tale teeters on the brink, caught between the allure of their deepest cravings and the moral abyss that beckons them closer. The thrill of forbidden love ignites a spark, drawing them into a world where boundaries blur, and the consequences of their choices loom like shadows in the night. As passions flare, the protagonists find themselves entangled in a web of seduction and betrayal. Every stolen glance and whispered secret pulls them further into the depths of their entwined fates. The line that once seemed so clear evaporates, replaced by an intoxicating thrill that leaves them breathless. Each step they take towards one another is fraught with the tension of what lies ahead, testing their resolve and revealing the fragility of their hearts. The allure of danger is a potent drug, and with each encounter, they find themselves craving more. Their emotions oscillate between ecstasy and despair as they grapple with the implications of their actions. It's a dangerous game, but the thrill of the chase only amplifies their desire, challenging them to confront their own limitations. As they navigate this treacherous path, the question looms, is love worth the ultimate sacrifice? As the stakes rise, the characters must confront their own demons, battling not only for their hearts, but for their very souls. The line they've crossed is no longer just a physical boundary, it's a reflection of their inner turmoil and the choices that define them. In this dark romance, the characters discover that love can be both a sanctuary and a prison, forcing them to face the reality of what they've chosen. Ultimately, crossing the line becomes a poignant exploration of the complexities of love and the sacrifices made in its name. The journey is fraught with peril, yet it's in these moments of vulnerability that true strength is revealed. As they navigate the murky waters of desire, they learn that sometimes, the most profound connections are forged when we dare to step beyond the safety of the familiar, embracing the chaos that love can bring. Consequences unfold. The aftermath of their choices loomed like a shadow over their lives, a constant reminder that every decision carried weight. In the throes of passion, they had tasted the forbidden, but now the consequences unfolded like a dark tapestry, intricately woven with threads of desire and regret. Each moment felt charged, crackling with the electricity of what they had done, and what it had cost them. They were ensnared in a web of their own making, struggling to breathe amidst the chaos of their emotions. As whispers of their transgressions began to circulate, the world around them shifted, casting them into a harsh spotlight. Friends turned into strangers, and once familiar faces wore masks of judgment. The thrill of their secret romance quickly soured, transforming into a bitter reminder of their recklessness. In the quiet moments, they found themselves questioning if the ecstasy was worth the impending disaster that loomed just beyond the horizon. Yet, in the depths of despair, a sense of solidarity emerged. They were bound not only by sin, but by the shared experience of their downfall. It was a connection forged in the fires of passion and pain, a testament to their flawed humanity. Together, they navigated the treacherous waters of their new reality, seeking solace in each other's arms even as the world threatened to tear them apart. With each passing day, the weight of their choices pressed down harder, manifesting in sleepless nights and restless days. Guilt gnawed at their insides, a relentless reminder that freedom came at a price. They were no longer just lovers, they had become prisoners of their own desires, caught in a cycle of longing and despair. The consequences were not just external, they were etched deep within their souls, forever altering the landscape of their hearts. In the end, they stood at a crossroads, where love and consequence intertwined. The choices they made would shape their futures, and as they looked into each other's eyes, they realized that the path ahead was fraught with uncertainty. Yet, despite the darkness that enveloped them, a flicker of hope remained. Together, they would confront the consequences of their actions, ready to weather the storm that their love had unleashed upon their lives. Chapter 9: Heartstrings and Heartbreak. The Fragile Bond. In the shadows of desire, there exists a fragile bond that pulls two souls together, often against their better judgment. This connection, laced with sin and temptation, teeters on the brink of chaos, where love and obsession intertwine. Each glance exchanged becomes a promise, a silent agreement to embrace the darkness lurking within. The heart races, knowing that this path is fraught with peril, yet the allure is irresistible, drawing them closer with every fleeting moment. As they navigate their entwined fates, the fragility of their bond becomes painfully evident. Moments of tenderness are overshadowed by the weight of their secrets, each revelation threatening to unravel the delicate tapestry they've woven. The thrill of their connection is matched only by the fear of losing it, a constant battle between the desire for closeness and the instinct for self-preservation. Yet, in this tumultuous dance, they find solace in each other's arms, where the world outside fades into a distant memory. With every stolen kiss and whispered confession, the bond grows stronger, even as it hangs by a thread. Trust becomes a double-edged sword, each layer peeled back revealing vulnerabilities that both entice and terrify. They are drawn to the very things that could destroy them, embracing the chaos that accompanies such a profound connection. In the darkness, they discover a reflection of themselves, both beautiful and broken, forever changed by the other's presence. But as passion ignites, the stakes rise, and the fragility of their bond is put to the test. External forces threaten to invade the sanctuary, challenging the very foundation they've built. The question lingers, can love truly flourish in the shadows, or will the weight of their sins ultimately tear them apart? In this world of dark romance, the line between salvation and damnation blurs, forcing them to confront their deepest fears. Ultimately, it is within this delicate balance that they must decide what they are willing to sacrifice for love. The bond, though fragile, holds the potential for redemption or ruin, leaving them standing at the crossroads of their desires. As they grapple with the reality of their choices, they learn that sometimes, the most beautiful connections are those woven through pain and passion, where every heartbeat echoes the truth of their entwined destinies. A betrayal revealed. As the moon hung low in the sky, casting a silver glow over the hidden corners of the city, the truth began to unravel. A betrayal long buried in shadows clawed its way to the surface, leaving a bitter taste in the air. Isabella stood at the threshold of her world, heart racing, as she pieced together the fragments of a shattered trust. The man she had loved, the one who whispered sweet promises in her ear, had woven lies so intricate that even she had been ensnared in their web. The revelation felt like a violent storm, fierce and unyielding, shaking the very foundations of her existence. In the dim light of her candlelit room, Isabella replayed the moments that had led to this heart-wrenching discovery. Each smile, each tender kiss, now felt like a dagger twisting in her soul. She had been so blissfully naive, blinded by passion and desire, that she had failed to see the warning signs. The whispers of betrayal echoed in her mind, growing louder with each passing second. She had trusted him implicitly, little knowing that his heart was as dark as the secrets he kept hidden. Isabella's resolve began to harden, as she contemplated her next move. This was no longer a matter of love, but of reclaiming her power. The fiery spirit that had been dormant within her ignited, fueling her determination to confront the man who had shattered her trust. She would not let his treachery define her. Instead, it would be the catalyst for her transformation. The night was still young, and she could feel the thrill of revenge coursing through her veins. With each step towards their meeting place, Isabella's heart pounded with anticipation and dread. She envisioned the confrontation, the raw emotions that would explode between them. Would he deny the truth, or would he finally confess the sins that had tainted their love? The anticipation was intoxicating, a heady mix of fear and excitement that made her feel alive. This was the moment she had been waiting for, a chance to reclaim her narrative and write her own ending. As she approached, Isabella steeled herself for the inevitable explosion of emotions. The betrayal was not just his, it was a shared wound that had festered between them. Yet, amidst the chaos, she sensed an opportunity for growth. Would this betrayal lead to their undoing, or could it become a bridge to a deeper understanding? In that moment, as the door creaked open, Isabella understood that sometimes, love could emerge from the ashes of betrayal, stronger and more resilient than ever before. Chapter 10, The Final Confrontation. A Showdown of Hearts. In the dimly lit chamber of secrets, two souls collided, their hearts beating a rhythm of defiance against a world that sought to tear them apart. Shadows danced around them, flickering like the flames of their passion, igniting a showdown neither had anticipated. They were bound by sin, yet drawn together by an insatiable hunger, a desire that transcended the very fabric of morality. As they faced each other, the air thick with tension, it became clear that this was more than just a battle of wills, it was a clash of hearts, fierce and unyielding. Every glance exchanged was a challenge, every word a weapon. They spoke in hushed tones, laced with venom and sweetness, each syllable dripping with the weight of their shared history. As they reminisced about the choices that led them here, the pain of betrayal and the thrill of forbidden love hung heavy in the air. In that moment, they were both the hunter and the prey, locked in a deadly dance where vulnerability was a luxury neither could afford. The room crackled with unspoken desires, a palpable energy that threatened to explode. Their bodies moved closer, as if drawn by an invisible force, yet a barrier of mistrust loomed large between them. Each heartbeat echoed the stakes of their confrontation. Would they succumb to the darkness that surrounded them, or would they rise above it, forging a new path together? The answer lay in the depths of their hearts, tangled and entwined in a web of passion and pain. As the tension reached its peak, revelations unfolded like petals in bloom, exposing the raw truths hidden beneath layers of deceit. They were not just adversaries, they were reflections of each other's deepest fears and desires. The showdown was not merely about love or revenge, it was about understanding the shadows that shaped them. In that moment of clarity, the power of their connection became undeniable, igniting a fire that could either consume or redeem them. In the aftermath of their confrontation, a fragile alliance was forged, one that would test the very limits of their hearts. They stood on the precipice of a new beginning, the darkness still whispering in their ears, but now armed with the knowledge of their shared struggles. Together, they would face the world, not as enemies, but as partners forged in the flames of a passionate showdown. In this dark romance, love was both a weapon and a shield, and their hearts, once at war, now beat in unison as they embraced the chaos of their entwined fates. Choosing between love and sin. In the shadowy corners of desire, the heart often finds itself at a crossroads between love and sin. The allure of passion can be intoxicating, drawing individuals into a whirlwind of emotions that challenge their very essence. Love, in its purest form, promises warmth and connection, yet it can also be cloaked in the tantalizing embrace of temptation. As one navigates this treacherous terrain, the question arises, what will you choose when your heart is ensnared by both? Sin, with its seductive whispers, offers a thrill that love cannot always match. The thrill of the forbidden can be an exhilarating escape from the mundane, a reckless adventure that ignites the senses. However, as one indulges in these dark pleasures, the line between ecstasy and despair begins to blur. The pulse quickens with every stolen moment, yet the price of such indulgence may lead to unforeseen consequences, leaving a lingering ache in the heart. As we delve deeper into the labyrinth of emotions, it becomes evident that love and sin are not merely opposing forces, they are intertwined in a complex dance. Each choice made in the name of love can lead one closer to the precipice of sin, while every act of sin may reveal an unexpected depth of love. This duality challenges our understanding of morality and desire, prompting us to question our deepest motivations. In the end, the battle between love and sin resides within the soul of the beholder. Finding the balance between these two powerful forces requires introspection and courage. It beckons one to confront their desires, to embrace vulnerability, and ultimately, to discover what truly resonates in the depths of their being. Are we drawn to the light of love, or do we revel in the shadows of sin? Choosing between love and sin is not merely a decision, it is a journey of self-discovery. Each path taken reveals more about who we are, what we desire, and how far we are willing to go for the sake of passion. It is a reflection of our innermost dreams and fears, a testament to the complexity of the human heart, and a reminder that sometimes, the most beautiful stories are born from the most tumultuous choices. Chapter 11, Redemption's Path. Healing Wounds. In the dim light of the room, the air was thick with tension as they faced each other, both scarred by the past. Healing wounds was not just about the physical scars that marred their skin, but also the emotional baggage that weighed heavily on their hearts. With every whispered confession, they peeled back the layers of hurt, exposing raw vulnerability that neither had ever dared to share before. It was a delicate dance of trust, each step forward a testament to their resilience in the face of darkness. As they tended to each other's wounds, the act became a sanctuary of sorts. Bandages wrapped around flesh, and tender touches spoke volumes of their unspoken desires. Every caress was a promise, each gentle kiss a balm to their battered souls. In that intimate space, the world outside faded away, leaving only the two of them and the warmth of healing that began to seep into their bones. They discovered that healing was not a solitary journey, it was a shared experience, made beautiful in its complexity. Yet, the path to healing was fraught with challenges. Old ghosts of betrayal and pain haunted them, threatening to unravel the trust they had built so carefully. They confronted these specters together, refusing to let the shadows dictate their future. It was through this confrontation that they found strength, learning that true healing required facing the darkness head-on. Each revelation only deepened their connection, binding them closer together in a tapestry of shared scars and whispered hopes. With each passing day, they learned to embrace their imperfections, understanding that vulnerability was not a weakness, but a strength. Their love blossomed amidst the chaos, transforming wounds into stories of survival and passion. They discovered that healing was not linear, it was a winding road filled with setbacks and triumphs. Each moment spent nurturing one another became a celebration of their progress, a reminder that love could flourish even in the most broken of places. In the end, they emerged not just as survivors, but as warriors of their own narratives. The wounds that once defined them became mere chapters in a much larger story of redemption and hope. Together, they had forged a bond that transcended the darkness, illuminating the path ahead with the promise of a love that could withstand anything. In their healing, they found each other, and in each other, they found the strength to heal. The light after dark. In the midst of despair, where shadows linger and hearts ache, the promise of light begins to flicker. It is in these darkest moments that one often discovers the strength hidden within. The journey through pain is not merely a passage, it is a transformation, a metamorphosis that paves the way for hope to seep through the cracks of despair. Love, often seen as a mere fantasy, reveals itself as a powerful force capable of illuminating even the bleakest of paths. The characters in this tale are bound by their pasts, haunted by choices that lead them into the depths of darkness. Yet, as they navigate their tumultuous emotions, they find solace in one another. This connection, forged in adversity, is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It teaches them that even in darkness, there exists a flicker of light waiting to be embraced, a spark that ignites passion and understanding amidst chaos. As they delve deeper into their entwined fates, they uncover the beauty that emerges from their shared struggles. Their love story is not a simple fairy tale, it is a complex web of desire, trust, and healing. Each moment spent together becomes a brushstroke on the canvas of their lives, painting a portrait of hope that stands in stark contrast to their painful pasts. Through vulnerability and honesty, they illuminate the path forward, showing that love can flourish even in the most unlikely places. The light after dark is not just a metaphor, it is a promise of renewal. With every challenge they face, they learn to embrace the light, allowing it to guide them towards a future filled with possibilities. The scars of their past serve as reminders of their strength, while their blossoming relationship acts as a beacon of hope. This journey teaches them that love is not the absence of pain, but the ability to transcend it together, emerging stronger and more connected. In the end, the light after dark symbolizes a new beginning, a chance to rewrite their stories. It invites readers to ponder the transformative power of love and the courage it takes to step into the light. Bound by sin yet liberated by love, these characters illustrate that even the most tumultuous of journeys can lead to a place of peace and happiness, where the light shines brightest after the darkest of nights. Chapter 12, A New Beginning. Embracing the future. In the shadows of our desires lies the promise of a future shaped by our choices. As we navigate the tangled web of love and pain, embracing the future means acknowledging the darkness that binds us. It is within this darkness that we find our true selves, stripped of societal expectations and free to pursue our passions without fear. The allure of the unknown beckons, urging us to step boldly into a world where our yearnings can flourish, unencumbered by guilt or shame. To embrace the future is to accept the complexities of our relationships, where love can be both intoxicating and treacherous. In this realm of dark romance, we learn that vulnerability can be our greatest strength. The scars we carry tell stories of past battles fought and lessons learned, reminding us that every heartache paves the way for deeper connections. By allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, we open the door to a love that transcends the ordinary, one that thrives in the shadows and dances in the light. As we embark on this journey, the future unfolds like a mysterious tapestry, each thread woven with passion and intrigue. We find ourselves drawn to those who understand our struggles, who see beauty in our imperfections. Together, we forge a path that celebrates the duality of our existence, where pleasure intertwines with pain, creating a bond that is both exhilarating and terrifying. This is the essence of embracing the future. It is a dance between fear and desire, a relentless pursuit of what makes us feel truly alive. In this embrace, we discover that the future is not a distant destination, but a series of moments that shape our reality. Each choice we make, each risk we take, propels us further along this intoxicating journey. We learn to savor the thrill of uncertainty, knowing that it is in the unknown where the most profound transformations occur. By surrendering to the ebb and flow of our emotions, we ignite a fire within us, illuminating the path ahead, and inviting others to join us in our quest for love and acceptance. Ultimately, embracing the future is about reclaiming our narrative, owning our story, and daring to dream beyond the confines of our past. In a world where darkness and light coexist, we find strength in our scars and beauty in our flaws. The future is ours to shape, and as we entwine our lives with those who resonate with our souls, we create a legacy that is rich, vibrant, and unapologetically ours. With every heartbeat, we move forward, ever closer to the love we seek, bound by sin yet free in our desire to embrace the future. Bound by love. In the shadowy corners of a world where desire intertwines with danger, two souls find themselves irresistibly drawn to one another. Their connection, forged in the fires of passion, is as intoxicating as it is perilous. Bound by love, they navigate the treacherous waters of their dark pasts, each carrying scars that tell tales of heartache and longing. As their hearts begin to entwine, they realize that love can be both a sanctuary and a prison, offering solace while demanding sacrifice. Every stolen glance and whispered promise deepens their bond, yet the shadows loom ever closer, threatening to tear them apart. The thrill of secrecy fuels their passion, as they explore the depths of their desires, pushing boundaries and embracing the darkness within. Each encounter brings a rush of exhilaration, but also a reminder of the risks they face. In this twisted dance of love and sin, they learn that vulnerability is a double-edged sword, capable of cutting both ways. As they delve deeper into their relationship, the line between love and obsession begins to blur. The allure of their connection ignites a fire that consumes them, leading them to question where their feelings end and their fears begin. The darker elements of their lives seep into their love story, forcing them to confront the demons that haunt them. Yet, despite the turmoil, they find solace in each other's arms, discovering that love can indeed thrive in the most chaotic of circumstances. Yet, as the forces conspiring against them grow stronger, they must decide what they are willing to sacrifice for love. Will they stand together against the world, or will the weight of their sins drive them apart? The choices they make will determine not just their fates, but the very essence of their love. In the end, they come to understand that love is not merely a bond, but a choice, a decision to embrace the beautiful chaos that comes with being bound by love. In this dark romance, where every heartbeat echoes with tension, the protagonists find that love is both their greatest strength and their most profound vulnerability. As they navigate the labyrinth of their emotions, they learn that true love is not just about passion and desire, it is also about facing fears, overcoming obstacles, and ultimately, finding redemption in one another. Bound by love, they embark on a journey that will test their limits and redefine what it means to truly be free.